All right, I'm here. I'm here. I made it. Barely. Phone's still blowing up. Jesus. Good morning. Happy Friday. How are you guys doing? What is everyone up to? Is everyone at work right now? Louis, best soundtrack? Yes, I agree. I've been looking for some new music, and it seems like every time I put music up, YouTube tells me to go fuck myself. YouTube's been giving me nothing but shit for the last 2 months. Every time I do anything, they freak out. So, yeah. This one, I got by 2 days already, but I'm still waiting for them to be freaking out and basically telling me that my YouTube channel is going to be, shut down. Just can't win, man. Can't be creative. Can't do anything fun. Can't play music or anything from the olden days, for nostalgic purposes or anything, because it's all copyright. Everything's fucking copyright nowadays. It just drives me up a wall. Why can't I just play some old clips? Why can't I play some old music? It reminds you guys of what's up. Then you guys go, oh shit, I haven't seen that movie in 20 years. I'm going to go stream it. I'm going to go watch it. Like, I'm not trying to make money off these people, for fuck's sake, man. Just trying to have a cool, chill stream. That's all. Guys are always after me. It's ridiculous. Chris, the Pepsi driver, what's going on, man? How you doing? Speaking of YouTube, how you doing? Man, you're out in Cali, aren't you? What is it, 7 o'clock there right now? Starting early, huh? Here. Work, of course, cool, 14 degrees. Still got my iced coffee. You're an animal, dude. You're an animal. 15 degrees right now here in Michigan. Oh, it's a cool, crisp 14 degrees here. No, it's all 15. I'm sorry, it's 15 degrees. Payday tomorrow. So work will be on later in the day. There you go. Free to escape. Good morning. What's going on, man? No sweat. I'll see you when on. There you go. So yesterday was the first day I played games in a while. What do you guys think of the routine game that we played? After I thought about it for a little while. I was like, this is basically Alien Isolation, and I wouldn't say it's a copy and paste, but it's pretty damn close. But then when you get a little further in, like right when I died, I went back and I checked that area out last night just to see what the hell was going on. They kind of added an amnesia element to it. So it's like if Alien Isolation and Amnesia had a love child, that would be routine. Not a bad game. It wasn't a bad game. It was just, I felt like I had played it before, but I played it better. It just kind of seemed like a shell of a different game that I had played that I had more excitement over, I guess. That makes sense. And then that end part where we ended in stream yesterday. So now that I have this last module in the gun, there's an invisible enemy that I can't see. So I have to walk around and hold this thing up to see where the enemy is. And then when it sees me, it's going to chase me like the robots do. So I have to go hide somewhere, but I still have no idea what I'm doing. So it's just a crazy game of hide and seek where I can't really see them unless I have this thing in my hands looking. So it looks like I think I ended at a perfect spot where it was just going to get nothing but frustrating. So I'm pretty happy that I ended that where I did. So I don't know. It's on Game Pass. Go check it out if you're into that kind of stuff. They released something else yesterday as well. Brawlhalla, I think, which is a free to play game, but that's on Game Pass now. So you have access to that. And I might go back and finish routine, but I don't know. Like I said, I just played it, just, check it out. And I wasn't really wowed by it. So went to Dunks in my shorts and slippers. 14 degrees out where you're at, and you're in shorts. This guy's a nut job. Nut job, I tell you. 21 right now. Noise. Mark for Life, good morning. What's going on, man? So Mark for Life, you're almost done for the season. You have a big party tomorrow, and then curtains for you, my friend. Hell yeah. That's New England for you. GP releasing some bangers in the coming day. I saw that game you guys were all talking about, 33 game or whatever, is finally coming to Game Pass. Is that right? And that's on the 7th or something like that. I don't know. Hi BD, hi chat. Stop it and say hi. Gotta go. Oh, it's 11 degrees. Feels like -2 degrees. Fuck winter. I'll be slipping in a little later. Okay, that just sounded really bad. That he's gonna slip in later. That sounded very predatory. Choose your words carefully, Bubba. They can be used against you in a court of law. Yeah, I'm excited to be off. Hell yeah. 33 has always been on Game Pass. What the hell am I seeing? Did they bring it back? Did they bring it back? Like I saw Indiana Jones is being dropped. I'm like, wait a second. This Indiana Jones came out last December. Did they must have removed it at some point? I didn't realize. And then now they're bringing it back. I don't know how they can advertise that as like a new game coming to Game Pass when it was already on Game Pass. It doesn't make any sense to me. And now I can't find coming to Game Pass. There it is right there. This only shows 6 games. I don't know. I had a list the other day. I think I put it on Discord for you guys. Game Pass releases December. There we go. Let's try that. Let's see what we got. And I have to type out Game Pass, otherwise it thinks it's something to do with Microsoft. Which technically it is, but there's also 33 Immortal, but that was also day one. That's right. Snowing right meow. Only flurries though, ladies and gentlemen. I end up my 2025 school season. Nice. Congrats. You done with school? Are you already on break? Damn, you must be year round. 33 Immortals is coming to Game Pass. That's what I thought. So there's 2 33 games. Are they sequels or something? It says game preview. I'm confused. Are there 2 33 games? That's weird. All right, so we have Dome Keeper, Death Howl, Digging a Hole, Brats. That's probably the one you're excited about. I don't understand why they're advertising Indiana Jones when it's been there for a year, right? Did they take it away? 33 Immortals, no date on that one. Monster Train 2, Spray Paint Simulator, Stellaris, Medieval Dynasty, and then World War Z is coming back. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. I gotcha. Okay, so these games are coming to you because they have different levels of Game Pass. So Indiana Jones must have been on Ultimate, and now it's going to Premium. So it's just dropping a level because it's been a year. That makes sense. Okay. So some new games are coming, and then that 33 game, it says it's game preview. It says Premium, so I'm assuming it was on Ultimate before, and now it's just going to. Okay, got it. But there's two 33 games, which is very confusing. I don't know. Warzone has new Resurgence map. I saw our boy Louis was playing that yesterday. He seemed like he was pretty excited about the new map. Holy shit, Status X. My God, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you again. That makes sense too, dropping a level. There you go. Yeah, it says game preview. So it looks like what they're doing is they're just allowing these games to come down a level. So all the premium, you got to start looking at that now. We didn't have that problem. We didn't have that problem until recently. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. It seemed like whenever they were announcing a release, it was like the release. Now we have to look at, is it Ultimate? Is it Premium? Or is it, what's the other one? Essential. It used to be Core or something like that. So they changed the names too. So we have Essential, Premium, and Ultimate now. They don't talk about PC Game Pass, but from what I understand, I'm about 99% sure about this statement I'm about to make. PC Game Pass is basically Ultimate minus Xbox and Cloud. So you still get all the day one releases that would be available on Ultimate for Xbox, but you just don't get Xbox or cloud gaming anymore. They need to, hopefully they do this. Hopefully they release a cloud only. I think that would be great for people that, that don't have a console, don't want to buy a new console, but they want to be able to stream it. They should have just a cloud only streaming service. Maybe make kind of like PC Game Pass. So it gives you all the brand new games day one without having to pay for Ultimate, but you're only available to cloud game. I think that would work. I think that'd be a good opportunity. They should at least try it. to see kind of where things land. Because I think there's a lot of people that if there was like $14 a month, $15 a month, something like that, half the price of Ultimate, I think there's a lot of people out there would be like, you know what, I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. I can game on the road. I can game on anything that I want. I can just stream it right to my unit, which would probably only work in major metropolitan areas, the big cities, I think. Because I mean, out here, like we're only a couple miles out of Flint, and even though it says that I always have a 5G, full bars 5G, it never is. I was watching. We went to go pick up my daughter last night, and she works in Flint Township in the big business district area there. So the wife and I were sitting in the car waiting for her to come out, and I had pulled up. I was streaming from my phone the Lions game last night while we were sitting in the parking lot. Flawless, looked beautiful. And then we get her. We're driving home, and about 2 miles from our house, it starts going, and it just stops completely. And I'm looking, and my service didn't change. Nothing changed. So I think that's the number one. It's misleading, but I think that's people are only going to have that access to really good cell service for streaming video games, cloud gaming in the bigger areas. So it was not going to be for everybody, but it's got to give people options, because I think $30 a month for most people, especially in this climate, $30 is a lot to ask for people a month for video games. I think that's just a lot. Some people are going to care, but I mean, it seems like a lot of people, it's, budget gaming is a thing. So asking $30 a month is kind of much. Kind of much, but either way. Be nice if you could just fine tailor what you want. Like, okay, so I only want Xbox Ultimate. I don't care about cloud. I don't care about PC Game Pass. Give me a better price. Let me bundle what I want to have. But we'll see how that goes. It's super busy. GTA and RO work. I understand. I get it. I haven't really been able to stream as much as I want to. But last week and the week before, when Red Set came out, dude, we were gaming. I was streaming 7-8 hours a day. We were having a blast here. But I also, because I did that, I put a lot of stuff off till last minute, procrastinated on IRL things, and now that's why I'm in the crunch that I'm in now. But on top of other work and other things going on, my plate is just so stacked right now. As I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about 1,000 other things I got to get done before the night's end. So we have that as well. Cops are here. It was 3 degrees out last night, and with the moon and the snow, it was bright as day out. Yes, like living in Alaska, isn't it? The days are all gray and dark and moody. In the night times are bright as fuck with the moon and the fresh snow. Yeah. So we open our windows at night. We open our shades and we close them during the day. Hope everyone is good. 3 bundles is a good idea. PC being a hidden fourth was a little confusing. Adding cloud only as a fifth. Yeah, that's going to be making it more confusing, complicated to know what you're looking at and what to buy. Yeah, I think they fucked it up from the very beginning. Anyhow, having 3, I don't understand why we had 3 options. But they keep changing this. I mean, over the 22 years. I think it's 22 years that I've been a Xbox Live subscriber. It has changed so much since day one. They had all kinds of options that they messed with. They stopped, and they changed names, and they changed packages, and so it's always changed. They can change it now if they want to. They just need to fucking do it. It's already, I mean, it's confusing now. I mean, it used to be core and then standard, right? We had 2 options, and now all of a sudden we have 3 options. Now we have 4 options. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we have PC Game Pass option only, because I have no use for a console anymore, and I don't cloud game. So those 2 options, taking those out and saving half the money, I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. But I think as time goes on, we need to have other options. PC, cloud only, Xbox only, and then Ultimate that does all of them together. I think that would be perfect. And then just, I don't know, make it for like free to play games. Because even help me out on this one, just so I understand. If you do not have Xbox Live, you can't play free to play multiplayer games, right? You still have to subscribe to a service in order to get online gameplay, right? Is that still a thing? I think that's how it's always been with Xbox. PlayStation's different. I don't think you have to sign up for anything, right? Maybe you PlayStation people can tell me. And then PC we don't pay. We don't have to pay for anything unless we want to rent our servers. So Xbox has always been pay to play, basically. PlayStation has always been free to play regardless. Right? Is that how it is? I'm not really familiar with PlayStation, how they do things over there. I mean, I could tell you what it was, 15, 20 years ago, but recently I have no idea. I don't really keep up with console stuff anymore. So DeGhost is correct. Okay. I had Xbox Live to play COD for free, but stopped it because I stopped playing COD. I got you. No, you have to have PSN for multiplayer games. Okay, all right. So that you said, like, again, 20 years ago, that wasn't a thing. Where Xbox Live made you subscribe to their service, PlayStation didn't require that. So that somewhere between PlayStation 3 and now, they changed it. So you have to have PSN for multiplayer games. Okay, got it. Ink and Skin, yo, what's going on, man? Xbox has always been you had to have Xbox Live to play anything online, regardless if it was free to play or not. PlayStation, in the beginning, it wasn't. You could play anything over there, and then they had subscription services, but it was more like it gave you games and library access and things like that. But apparently, it's changed since then. So I play both consoles. Both consoles. We're excluding Nintendo. Nintendo's never really part of the conversation. We're talking about the consoles. So Xbox, PlayStation, you have to sign up you have to have an account. You have to pay for their online service, whatever, monthly to play all games, including free-to-play games. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that that's a viable option? You guys think that, or do you think that free-to-play games should be free to play regardless of paying for online services? I don't know. Well, us PC players are like, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't pay for that kind of stuff over here. Some free to play grant free online play, but not all. Like Fortnite, you don't need any membership. Now that's crazy. I wonder if Epic pays Microsoft directly. Like, hey, we're going to offset some of this. If you don't charge people, we'll pay you half of what you normally get, and that's guaranteed money every month or something. Because they're a fucking powerhouse. Epic pretty much prints their own fucking money over there. It's crazy. Warships and tanks don't require. Smite might require. That Hell Let Loose knockoff, I believe, requires. All right. So I guess there's exceptions to it as well. Whatever. Interesting stuff. I didn't know where I was going with this. just that Xbox Game Pass games they're kind of fizzling out now. There's nothing really new coming that looked good. Mortal Kombat 1 is coming sometime this month. That's Ultimate, so that must never have been there. And then the rest of these games, unless you're really looking for brats, I don't see anything on here that seems interesting. World War Z's been there. It's just going to Essential. Spray Paint Simulator is going to Premium. That's been there. Monster Train 2, I'm pretty sure that's been there, right? That's going to Premium. Same with 33 Immortals and Indiana Jones. But as far as new games coming, there's a game called Death Howl that's going to PC and handheld, probably because it's a PC game. That makes sense. Dome Keeper? I don't know what Dome Keeper is either. So what games are you guys talking? Someone said there's some bangers coming out this month. What are we not seeing here? What games are coming out? I don't see anything on here. That Routine game already came out. That was a yesterday thing. Okay. My question for you is, let's see, today's the 5th. We have, I think, Tuesday, right? Tuesday is the next update for Battlefield, which we've already got those patch notes, and we know that finally they're listening. They're gonna fix the audio apparently in this patch. Don't get your hopes up because there are still several days. They can at last minute be like, we're not ready for this yet. We're gonna exclude this from the update. So it sounds like finally the audio issues are gonna be fixed, which is fantastic. And then the wording on the hit registration, I don't like the wording on that. It doesn't sound like they're looking to fix it. It looks like they're looking to fix the animation, so you're just accepting of it. So I went back and read it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, it sounds like they're just like, instead of fixing it, we're just going to make it so that it looks more like, it represents more like what's actually happening, and not fixing the core issue, which is the hit registration server issues. So it sounds like they're just going to fix it so that you're just more accepting of, okay, I got killed. But I don't know. I know. Time will tell. We'll see what happens. So, is anybody still playing Battlefield? Is there anybody still? Everything I see just says that the game's falling off. The numbers are falling through the. I don't know. It's weird. I'm seeing the same thing with Arc Raiders. I'm seeing a lot of people are just kind of like, I'm getting bored with it. So I don't know. I mean, now all of a sudden the number one game, the game I see most people talking about playing is fucking Call of Duty again. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the landscape of gaming right now. It's insane. I've never seen anything like this. We all come together to finally force Call of Duty to give us a better game. And then 2 weeks after everything, they're like, well, I'm bored with everything. I'm going to go back and play Call of Duty now. This is crazy to me. Okay. So, Digging a Hole looks interesting. Dome Keeper MK1. Played some last night. Saw that too, make it feel better. New COD map is actually good. Yeah. I was watching you play a little bit last night, and I did hear you say that, and you're like, oh, this map's actually not bad. So good. Definitely not playing Black Ops 7. That's surprising, Inc. You and Laz play a lot of that, don't you? I see Laz is playing Arc Raiders now, which good on him. Good on him changing things up. I'm still playing Battlefield, less Red Sec, more multiplayer. I got you. So I've been hanging out. Uncle Bubba asked me about this yesterday, I think, or whatever the last day I streamed. Asked if I was in a certain lobby at night, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I go into, when I have time, I go into bot lobbies and I try to fucking rank up my guns in case this next update actually fixes the game. I want to be ready. I want to be ready to play Red Sec if they fix it. So fingers crossed, but again, I'm not getting my hopes up. I pretty much gave up on gaming altogether anymore. It's a sad state of affairs. I won't go back to COD, lol. I got BF6, love it. Good. Not buying this one. We played Black Ops 6, but this one is a no-go. Yeah, I played the campaign day one, and day one in New Zealand, and it was it took me in less than an hour to go, what the fuck is this shit? One of the worst things ever. And then I had to force myself to go through the entire game, even though it was just terrible. Every level we played got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Only to unlock Endgame, because we were like, what the fuck is this Endgame? Is this DMZ? Nope. It's just a reskin of Modern Warfare Zombies from Modern Warfare 3. That's all it is. That's all it is. And then they got so much backlash that they had to remove it from that restriction of the campaign. And now, after this last update, apparently it's on the main menu. It's campaign, multiplayer, zombies, Endgame. So now you're not even forced to play the fucking campaign, which I did, to unlock Endgame. You can just get right in there and play, which I think should have been a fucking thing from the very beginning. Locking it behind campaign, I think, was a stupid thing to do. Especially when their campaign was so dumb, man. Just, they phoned this one in. If you told me, if we found out in a year's time that this Call of Duty campaign was completely made by AI, I'd be like, yep, kind of figured that. Kind of from day one. Yeah, kind of figured. It was just horrible. It made no sense. Most of it was just recycled garbage from previous games. I mean, they used Hijack. What is that? A fucking multiplayer map from Black Ops 2, 2012, something like that. And that was a whole level for just crazy to me. Just crazy, man. So, and and it sucks because I've said this many times, but Black Ops 6 campaign was really good. I thought it was such a great campaign. Like, I'm like, hey, maybe there is some hope for Call of Duty after all with a campaign like this. Multiplayer was terrible, but like the campaign was great. I went back and played it several times. I did my veteran run like I normally do. I made some videos on how to get through certain areas, how to unlock certain things. I mean, I had a good time with it. And then this one came out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? I went back and I started playing the campaign for Modern Warfare 3 because someone in here said that I never finished it. So I downloaded it on Game Pass because I think I bought it on Steam. Either way, I re-downloaded it and went playing through it, and that one's not very good either. That one was not very good. But definitely Black Ops 7 is probably the worst campaign I've ever played. It's neck and neck with Call of Duty 3, which again was the campaign, the game that almost killed Call of Duty. So, the same code working, or did you have to get a new one? For what? What code? Shaking my head. I cycle within Black Ops 7 Warzone to play with old friends from Miami. My main game is Red Sack, even though if it's broken, I love it. That's good. Are you gonna play the tournament, dude? Are you gonna? I know there's a lot of people that are like, I'm out. I'm not gonna participate in that. It's just too frustrating. I'm one of them. I don't really want to partake in that because again, it's just not, the game's so broken that it's just not really. It's not. I'm good. I've been playing Arc Raiders and replaying The Witcher 3. There you go. The bot lobbies code I gave you. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. So what I did is, I found a couple different servers that were still active. And then I went in there and you can search the person that created the server. And I found that this person in particular made a bunch of them that haven't been, removed yet. So I've been actually going through this guy's playlist that I don't see anywhere else, which is great. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 codes that I use. Only one of them has been deleted. Only one. So I think that's pretty solid. But these are very nice. They're very nice to have. If you just want to rank up guns, or you want to, I've been trying to do vehicles as well, because I mean, and until further notice, the tanks are going to stay in Red Sack. They're not getting rid of them. They said they're going to reduce the number of them, but they're still going to be there. So if they're going to be there, I'm going to use them. So I want to have my everything ranked up so that if we do go back to Battlefield 6, that'll be already waiting for us. Again, all the time and money, or all the time that I spent grinding the shit out, I wish they would have just given us a package. Unlock all weapons and attachments for 20, 30 bucks. I would have happily just paid the fucking money and been done with it. But whatever. It's their decision, not mine. Not the state the game is in, but I would be down in the future. I agree, Lou. If they fix the game and it felt like, shots were registering and all the fights, I know 100% that I won and I didn't, because the game doesn't register half the shots that you shoot, I would 100% be involved in this. I think it'd be great. But I just can't, again, I can't get behind a game that's just half baked. I just can't do it. Cable was asking if you're just chatting today or if you have a game plan for today. I have nothing planned. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was late because as soon as I started the stream, I went and grabbed something to eat real quick. Never even finished that. Get out of this. I grabbed some more coffee, and then my phone's blowing up. I'm sending messages. I'm trying to get everything handled. I thought I was going to have a fairly easy morning, and no, it's not the case. My phone is still I can feel my desk vibrate every time my phone goes off. So I don't have anything. I'm just kind of winging it at this point. You guys, I'm pretty good at winging it, but I have nothing. I'm just here just chatting with you guys. If we get into a game, we get into a game. If I have time, what is it? 10:30 already? We'll see what happens. I would have answered, but I don't know because I was busy taking care of her. We're just now getting settled. You guys getting any better? I hope so. Oh, you guys got like COVID times 10. It's crazy stuff, man. Survivor Cadet, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to have you here. Those are the best stream with nothing planned in mind is Friday. Get loose with it. That's right, brother. Game Awards coming up. That's something I never really got into. Early 2000s when it was something new. Jeff Keighley was, was kind of fresh, and G4. Does anybody remember G4? God. That was the golden age of gaming for me. Was when it was that little time frame between when games and developers and players were all kind of on the same page, and we were kind of getting to that point where gaming was at an all-time height. And then shortly after that, the industry all, corporate America stepped in and says, hey, we'll help you with that game. Let's buy a little bit of you. Let's buy a little bit of you. Let's buy a little bit of you. And then it went corporate. And then that's when we started getting crappy stuff, broken games, all that shit. So mid 2000s is really the sweet spot when it comes to gaming and stuff. But I don't watch the gaming awards. There's just not enough games in a year to, I don't know. I don't even watch it. Does anybody watch the Emmys, the Academy Awards, or any of that shit? Like, I don't ever watch any of that. If it wasn't for social media, I would have known that Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. We just don't watch that stuff. Don't care. Not that you guys that like this stuff. Not trying to talk shit here. I'm just I don't ever watch that stuff. Don't ever. Not much hoping. It's just one of those things where it gets worse before it gets better. Yeah. I agree with that too. And then also, the wife and I have we've just been so fucking exhausted the last week, and we know that because we're extremely busy all the time. We're up at the ass crack of dawn, which we're up before the sun gets up, especially here in Michigan. We just been so fucking. It's the cold. It's just so damn cold right now, and it went from like 60 degrees down to 20 in like a week's time. So our bodies are still trying to get used to what's here now. But my God, it's so hard getting up in the morning. It's so hard, staying awake in the evening. It gets dark at 5, and then we don't go to bed until 10:30. So it's already been dark for 5 hours at that point, man. We're just like, what day is it? We're so disoriented. Sucks, man. Soon. Game Awards are a joke anymore. Yeah, if we got bangers like we used to, but like every year there's nothing. What came out this year? I know that this 33 game is probably the winner or whatever. I don't know what came out this year that was like not a broken mess. That was a lot of fun. Anything? Did we get anything this year? My type of games, FPSs and that genre, I don't think we got anything this year. Do we get any good FPS games this year? Got some like-minded folks in here. Battlefield, but again, and it's kind of a broken mess. Not a bad game, but again, it's so broken that it's can't really. I wouldn't even put it on the docket. I just watch game-related stuff. I'm ready for the third part of Battlefield 6 Season 1, but they need to fix the shit. I'm not seeing motherfuckers in the light while I'm in shade because I had that problem mostly on Siege of Care. They said that they are looking into that. I had that on RedSec several times where this guy is in front of me and I just don't see him. And I just thought it was my eyes. I just thought maybe I'm getting older, but then I go play other games and I have no problem. So I was like, there's something there. Are they not there? Are they there? I think it's just too much blending in with the surroundings. I don't know what it is, but I've gone back and I've looked at certain, and even slow mowing it. Like I still don't see the person there. It's just weird. But I'm with you on that. But again, Battlefield has so many issues, so many glaring issues. Where do you begin? Didn't know you were going through the vid. Hope you get better soon, brother. I don't know. I don't know if that's what he's saying. I don't know if that's what he has. I'm not a doctor. I just play one on television. But from when he mentioned yesterday, the first thing I thought it was like mold because I've seen this before. People in houses, rentals really. They got really, really sick after they moved in. They just couldn't figure it out, and then they find that there's black mold behind a wall somewhere, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. But then also COVID, and I've had it a handful of times because my kids love me so much they decide to get me sick all the fucking time. So that's kind of what it sounded like. It's like it's either a mold or it's COVID. I don't know. But again, not a doctor. All good games came from other categories. No, zero FPS. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got the Indiana Jones DLC this year, but that was kind of a disappointment. Only being, I took my time and it only took me 4 hours to get through it. I wasn't even speed running. Guess what I got for Secret Santa? Did you got from? Did you give or did you receive? I have no idea. I'm gonna say you got a shake weight. I don't know. What did you get? Let me guess, a coffee mug or a Stanley Cup. My wife just got a Stanley Cup. She's so excited about it. She loves it. That would be perfect if she just got another one for the Secret Santa thing going on. What do you get, wife? Tell us. We will still have shooters, but we are moving back to other games. Gotcha. I don't know if it's a viral. I don't know if it's bacterial at first. Maybe I thought it might have been food poisoning or something. Yeah, but food poisoning typically only lasts a day, maybe two, right? I mean, if it's been a couple, 2-3 days, you got something major going around there, almost as bad as COVID. It was Killing Floor 3, but I don't know if buggy. Killing Floor 3 released this year? That's interesting. I missed that one. I caught it and was in bed for over a week. COVID? Yeah, dude. The first time I got COVID, I thought I was gonna die. I had never felt as miserable as I did that at that point. It was horrible. Couldn't even sleep. Couldn't even sleep, dude. You try to drift off, and yeah, something would wake you up. Some bodily action would wake you up. Oh, it was the worst, man. And then they never paid me. I was off for a week. And I did all the documentation. I submitted all this stuff to unemployment or whatever, because if you had COVID, you couldn't go to work. They were reimbursing you, paying you, and I never got paid. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. In my opinion, Battlefield 6 and Ark are the best FPS games this year so far. But God bless, people are actually saying shit about Black Ops 7 because is Ark first person? Is there a first person mode in Ark Raiders? I must have missed that. Did they just add that? I got a beautifully framed photo of Harley for my new office. That's great. That's awesome. So did they stalk you on Facebook to get a picture, or did they, is this somebody that like made it? Is it an AI image of your dog? That's great. I can't wait to see it. No, the flu stuff going around, not COVID. I got you. My dad and stepmom caught it, but they only lost their sense of taste and smell. Dude, don't downplay that, because I lost my sense of taste and smell for 3 months. I didn't think I was going to get it back. Everything tastes like cardboard. Now, the upside to that is I didn't want to eat anything because everything tastes like crap. So I lost a bunch of weight, which was great. But the wife's got me eating much healthier now, and I don't really eat as much. It's all about, portion control, quality over quantity, and I've actually been steadily losing weight. I'll just throw that out there for you. Yeah. I probably weighed the least amount that I have in the last few years. Right meow. And my goal is high school weight, and I'm almost there. Another 15 pounds, and I'll be at my high school weight, and then I got to work on physique. I'm working on it, damn it. I'm getting there. But high stress levels will definitely help you lose weight. No, there's no first person in our. Okay, all right, I got you. All right, so I think you meant shooters then. FPS is first person shooter. But yeah, for shooters, Battlefield 6 and yes, Ark Raiders are probably the games. I can't think of any other shooter that came out this year. We'll just say shooter. I can't think of any other shooter that came out this year. No. So that's what I was telling people. I was like, if Ark Raiders would add first person, kind of like PUBG. If they added a first person mode and then gave us the ability to aim down sights and not this over the shoulder nonsense that they have in this game, I would probably play it. I'd probably give it a shot. But I can't, TPP and this over the shoulder nonsense. I don't think it has any place in today's gaming. But again, I think it's a lot of nostalgia, because I mean these over the shoulder third person type games, SOCOM was one of the banger way back in the day. So I think it's like a lot of nostalgia for people, and then just a lot of hype as well. But if you like Ark Raiders, that's cool, man. I'm not here to beat on you. No, Ark's not. It's technically in the FPS court. It can't be. If it's not a first person shooter, it can't be. That's great. That's like saying Tarkov is a BR. It can't be an FPS. Technically it's not, so it can't be. We go to the same groomer. She got it from their photos they post. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, good on them. So you know who your Secret Santa was? Okay. Because I know that was the wife was worried about this all week. Like, how do I, surprise this person? Are we supposed to tell them it's from us? So my wife, just so you guys know, my wife is a great gift giver as well. And she actually, on top of the normal gift that she got, she actually baked banana bread for this person and packaged it all up nicely and stuff last night. It was great. It was amazing. So my wife's awesome. Just another example of my wife being fucking awesome. What a good wife. Congratulations, BD Gare Bear. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a minute either. What's congratulations for? What did I do this time? That's a great gift. It was just Mutt Day Wednesday. That's very thoughtful. I know. Hell yeah, dude. And of course I forgot to put up a picture of my mutt on Mutt Day. Damn it. I just throw it in when Battlefield is like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out. I do that stupid shit from time to time. I just never mind. just yeah. Let's start over. I'm BEATDOWN. Nice to meet you. Even though I've been a COD fan since before I was a preteen. Killing Floor, those just 3. I got you. Borderlands 4, but that was a hot mess. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot all about Borderlands 4. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. These games come out, they're broken, and I just move on. Yes, thank you, Ink and Skin. I completely forgot about Borderlands. It's probably a hot mess, but it probably runs better than Battlefield at this point. Arc BF and Killing Floor. Oh, Borderlands was this year too. Yes, I love it. So 4 good shooters this year. Did he show you the AI photos I made of him? I wanted to get one of him and Jason. You know what? I actually thought that was coming. When you sent me the one with Trump, I was like, oh, he's going to have one where I'm like hugging Jason Segel or something. Yes, my favorite actor of all times. Oh, you know what the best part about that show that you had me watch, the one with Jason Segel in it? I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, what was it? Shrinking. You know what the best part of Shrinking is? And I'm not making this shit. I'm being serious with you right now. It has my favorite actor and my most hated actor in the same, and they're both leading characters. Harrison Ford is my favorite actor of all time. I love the guy. I just think he's amazing. And then Jason Segel is my least liked actor. Which talking of least favorite, did you guys see that Quentin Tarantino said that Paul Dano, he called out Paul Dano, this poor guy, said he's the worst actor ever. He says he's the worst actor currently. I'm sorry, not ever. He's the worst actor currently active. That's bad, dude. When you wake up in the morning and Quentin Tarantino is calling you out as the worst current actor out there, dude, that's what do you think this guy's gonna do? You think I don't think he's the worst. I've seen some pretty bad acting in my days, but I don't think he's the worst. But I mean, he is forgettable. He's not. Maybe it's just the casting. But I kind of agree. He's not like he's not a leading character by any means. But man, that's rough, dude. That's just call somebody out like that. This poor guy. Poor guy. Okay, so it was Jen. Oh, Jen was your Secret Santa. That's awesome. Yeah, she knows you. She knows you very, very well. That's my wife's boss. Now I think they're lateral. It's not her boss anymore. Yeah, a lot of changes going on in that business. Good changes too. So, Arc Raiders will probably be dead shortly. They're not dealing with the cheaters. Yeah, I saw Shroud actually. Was it yesterday or this morning? It must have been yesterday because he's in Cali, so he's not streaming right now. I don't believe. But anyhow, I saw his title was "There's Cheaters Everywhere." And he plays Arc Raiders like religiously. That's like his game right now. And I didn't know if it was a joke at first or what, because I don't really keep up with Arc Raider news, because it's just, if it's a game I don't really care about, I don't really keep up with it. So I was wondering about that. So is there some truth to that, or that's kind of sad? Game Wars don't have a shooter category, no, just FPS category. I have no idea. He did not. He told me and forgot to show me. My person was over the moon with the gift I got her. It was fun. Good. I told you it would go over well. I told you everything's gonna be great. Congratulations on being slim and trim. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I still have a little ways to go. I need a haircut too. You can't really. I folded in my hat pretty damn well here. Can't really see. Maybe when I turn my head, you can. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Either way. So anyhow. Anywho, thank you, Gary Bear. I appreciate you, brother. It wouldn't make it. It was just a random face shrinking. I saw. Words. What's going on over there at YouTube land? Good to have you. You see, Michael is back in GTA Online. No, I don't keep up with. I don't really play Grand Theft Auto. Never really been a GTA guy. I don't really keep up with it too much. I know Stats left us to go play GTA Online. She just popped in not too long ago here this morning and said hello again. I haven't seen her in a while, but she plays and streams GTA Online now. Yeah. So I don't know. At this point, I'm just kind of coasting when it comes to games. There's really nothing out there that I even care to play anymore. I really have nothing downloaded. Let me tell you, I have a 2 terabyte hard drive on this computer. And if this thing ever starts up, there we go. I have, out of 2 terabytes, I have 700 gigs free. 700 gigs free. I don't really have anything on this computer. Emma Watson was my favorite, but that's because of childhood nostalgia and being a little kid crushing on an actress. But now my favorite actor is a tie between Johnny Depp and Ryan Reynolds. The older I get, when I was younger, I associated with Ryan Reynolds because we were similar, I guess. Like Van Wilder, like that was the movie that I was like, okay, cool. I like this guy because we were both smartasses. We were both silver tongue talkers. But the older I get and the more I hear about Ryan Reynolds, the more I'm like, maybe I got this guy wrong. I don't know. I like Ryan Reynolds, but I kind of falling off the Ryan Reynolds bandwagon the older I get. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. If you're doing the ranked trials every round for me and my friends, it's pretty miserable, just rage hacking. Okay, so they have a ranked mode. Arc Raiders has a ranked mode now? That seems weird. Have a good day and a great weekend. Bye, wife. Can't wait to see that picture. It's gonna be great. Going to try Where Winds Meet today after work, maybe. There you go. What's that? Download it. Gonna check it out today. Where Winds Meet? Let's look that one up. Is this a Steam game? The very first thing that comes, oh, there it is. The very first thing that comes up is Routine, and it's already on sale. Came out yesterday, and it's already on sale. Where Winds Meet? Meet epic Wuxia open world action adventure RPG. Jesus Christ. Open world action adventure RPG. Set in ancient China at the 10th century, players will assume the role of a young sword master as they embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries of their own identity. Let the wind carry your legend on an epic journey to the east. This is a free-to-play game. Okay. More like this Ghost of Tsushima? Okay. Okay, got it. All right. So it's a free-to-play action-adventure RPG. There we go. Okay, so. Well, samurai-ish game. I like Ryan because of Deadpool. He just made me laugh and smile with the shit he says is Deadpool. Yes. I was on board for Deadpool. I mean, ever since, what was it? The X-Men movie where he was Weapon X. I was like, dude, he could 100% play. I mean, he was Blade, even in Blade 3, I think. I was like, he could play Deadpool. He could do this. He could pull this shit off. So I was, the guy when the first movie came out. I went and bought the Blu-ray. I didn't have a Blu-ray fucking player. I got it all, baby. I went to all the movies. I bought the popcorn bucket for $10. You know, I still use those for popcorn when we're watching movies. I was all on, but like it seems like in the last couple of years, they're always him and his wife are always in the fucking news for just like nefarious shit. It seems like it's like, is he really as you know wholesome as he portrays, or you know, is he really a diabolical son of a bitch? I don't know. Sent you a photo of the photo? Yes. My friend described it as a samurai once human-like game. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I fucking hate this phone. I am 2 feet. My router is right there, attached to the wall behind my monitor. And this thing is spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, spinning. I fucking hate these phones, man. Worked great until the 2-year mark, and then all of a sudden I had this update. And then all of a sudden, after this update, everything just doesn't work right. Yeah. That's one of the only conspiracy theories I ever believe in, is that after 2 years, they automatically send an update to your phone that throttles it and fucks you up so you buy another phone. Call me crazy, but that's one I believe. Thank you for the photo. Once it boots up, once it downloads it, we'll go and look at that. Gray Zone Warfare. I want to talk about Gray Zone for a minute here. So for any of you guys, the Gray Zone fans here, I can, off the top of my head, I can name a couple of that are actually in stream, and that would be all of Louis. Louis. So one guy. So they released a hot fix a few days ago, and then they also mentioned that update 0.4 is not going to happen this year. So I'm a little bummed because I've been waiting for a wipe and waiting for this newer update so that I can go back and play, because I absolutely adore, that's probably the wrong word, love Gray Zone Warfare. I think it's a fucking phenomenal game. It's in its own category. I mean, they really designed their own category for this game. I hope to see other games like this. So while everyone is getting caught up in this whole extraction shooter thing that's happening right now, where every game has to be an extraction shooter, I'm glad that Gray Zone was like, we're going to create something completely different. And I hope that other developers will come along and create similar games like this, because I think these are amazing. I think these are incredible games. Well, with this one anyhow. And I can't wait for the next iteration of whatever we're going to get with Gray Zone. But I really, really, really want to go back and play this game. But the only incentive I have to go back is if we're playing in squads and we're doing squad missions. I just need to rank up my character like 8 more levels. I'm 42 right now, and 50 is the max. I would love to hit 50 before our wipe, which will probably be late January, early February, if that's what happens. So my point being is anybody interested in running some Gray Zone? Maybe tonight. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance tonight. And then tomorrow night, I highly doubt I'll be able to, because we're supposed to have my wife's nephew over. And I'll probably be playing games, but we'll probably be playing games with him here, because I think he's what, 14? He's 14 now. He's the one we got a mouse and keyboard last year, and he hooked him up to his Series X, and now he's a mouse and keyboard warrior on Fortnite. So he's coming tomorrow, I do believe. So I won't be able to play tomorrow night, but maybe tonight, maybe Sunday. I don't know. But anyhow, I really, this is the one game that no matter what happens, I'm always like, fuck, I really want to play Gray Zone. Sometimes I just hop in there and I look for low-level characters, ask them if they need anything. I'll just go right hey, you need any LZs unlocked? Do you need any weapons? You know, just to help out the little guys, you know? And that's fun. I mean, maybe I should stream that shit. Just the banter between just random people in Gray Zone Warfare. Just another great community. There's good communities out there, but Gray Zone Warfare has such a good community. I love just hanging out in the game. I'll just go again. I'll just hang out in the base and just talk to random people, or I'll hop on a chopper and I'll go to the other side of the map, play some music here. You know, the wife will be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just taking a chopper ride." I got music playing over here and shit. But I would love to play some more Gray Zone in the next couple days. So if anybody's on board, let me know, please. I would love to do this. So 100% on board with that theory. Thank you, Peak. I knew I wasn't alone, brother. I knew it. My wife's phone, even though she drops it all the damn time, don't tell her I told you. Her phone always works fine. It works great. But she always gets the newest phone. And I'm like, I'm the guy that's like, I don't care about my phone. I don't need my phone. I mean, I'm the guy where the wife's like, hey, I sent you something. Like, oh, I don't know where my phone is. It's probably upstairs still. I don't know. I just don't need my phone as much as other people do. So I can get 4 or 5 years out of a phone. But the problem is after every 2 years, like my wife will get a new one when it's time, you know. And then I'll try to squeeze another 2 years out of it. And those last 2 years are just horrible. Nothing ever works, man. And yes, I have tried turning it off and turning it back on again. Still doesn't make a difference. I try restarting it, doesn't work. Engineered obsolescence is definitely a real thing. I agree, it must look even better on 1440p. Leo Getz said it's best if they fuck you with your cell phones. There's a guy that a hell of a VR Hilo pilot flies people. Yes, the dude with the long hair that has the fan set up on his chair. That guy is fucking, dude, that guy could fly. Like, I'm looking at this and like I showed it to my wife. I'm like, look at this guy. This guy's great. Like, I would love, like, I wonder if this guy's a real life pilot, like a helicopter pilot or something. Like, I don't really know much about him. I've seen his videos and this guy, he could fucking fly, dude. And he's so chill. He's like, all right, I'm gonna put you guys over here, does a fucking barrel roll, lands it softly in the grass. All right, good luck, guys. And then he fucking pulls out and goes right back to grab more guys. Like, this guy is fucking badass, dude. That's incredible. And then my goofy ass gets in a fucking chopper on Battlefield 6 and immediately fucking blow it up. Like Louis when he wasn't paid to fucking kill me in Red Sec. Yeah, that's how I fly a chopper in normal. I just immediately go whoop over. The training wheels come off and I just immediately just blow up. Yes, I fly like Louis in real life. Yeah, that guy's pretty badass. That guy's pretty badass. So I don't watch a lot of reels and things like that, but I do get because I'm so active on YouTube with I get a lot of YouTube shit during the day. And a lot of it's just nonsense, a lot of gaming, just stupid shit. But every once in a while, something will come along that'll catch my interest and be like, okay, all right, this guy's got it going on. I love it. There he is. There's Louis. So as of right now, that's one of the I've been going back and playing some other games like the Rise of the Golden Idol. That's not one that you want to stream because it's a lot of me staring at the screen doing this and computing things. Might see a little smoke come out of my ears while I'm trying to figure things out. I have all but given up on Surrounded. They have been talking about this update since July. Yeah. And then the last thing we got was November 23rd, and it's changed to patch 0.8. And it's just a update on, yes, it's coming when it comes. I was kind of looking forward to that game, being able to play that back in September, October, and then yeah. So right now I'm kind of the only thing right now that I have that I really want to play that I haven't is I downloaded the DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage. That I want to play. But other than that, there's nothing. So as of right now, the only thing that I'm looking forward to when it comes to gaming as of right meow is all the play tests we're going to have in the next coming weeks. So I'm excited for those. Yes, Peak, I agree. So Black Budget is one of those. It's gonna. Has anybody got an email yet? I know a lot of us are signed up for this Black Budget game for the play test. It's supposed to be next week, I think, or is it the week after? I think it's 2 weeks. Has anybody got an email inviting them to this play test? Anybody? I haven't got one yet, and I'm a little nervous because I want to be involved in that. That and Marathon. I want to play those two games. I think that those are two games I'm interested in. So we'll see what happens. But yes, I'm with you, Peak. Black Budget needs to hurry the fuck up. I want to just see what it's about. I want to see some gameplay. I would love to be able to play the game, but something tells me that it's not going to happen like that. So is it just for partners? I have no idea. I don't think so. I was able to sign up. Let's see. And it's on my wish list. Let's take a look here. Okay, so December 12th. So next Friday, a week from now, a week from today, it's going to be a closed alpha test, which means that we're probably not going to be able to stream it to you guys. It's probably going to be under NDA. Oh, no. It's not under an NDA. Players are free to stream, record, and share gameplay content during the closed alpha test. That's awesome. Okay, now I'm excited. Because it seems like every time I get involved in one of these fucking play tests, I can't stream it for you guys. Like Exoborn. Dude, I played so much Exoborn over last winter and then in the summer, and I couldn't stream any of it to you guys. But I played the hell out of that. So we'll see what happens. I see the new meta in live streaming is people watching planes take off and land from where they live. It's pretty interesting to check it out. That sounds about right. I think the playtest is just Steam though, no console. I thought it was a PC game only anyhow. Is it coming to console? I didn't see any of that. I thought that this was your way of announcing that you're getting a PC, bro. I was so excited. I was like, that's the next thing out of his mouth is I'm getting the PC, guys. Aw. Always get my hopes up. Let's see. The test will run over 2 weeks from Friday to Monday each week. Okay, so it's going to be 2 weeks, but it's only going to be the weekend. Starts Friday, it's going to end Monday, then they're going to reset, do whatever, make the changes they need to so that the following week they can do the same. So it starts Friday at 1 o'clock Pacific time. So this is going to be, oh, that's a bummer. So it's not really going to start until 4 o'clock on next Friday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon is what I'm reading here. And then it's going to end at 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. And then it'll do that for both weeks. It looks like, yes. It's only available to North America, Europe, and Asia. And it's only going to be FPP mode, which that right there scares me. That means that they're going to have a TPP mode as well. God damn, this is the problem we have with PUBG. Ah! Okay. The closed alpha test focuses on early game systems, combat pacing, extraction, balance, and player progression. Okay. Minimum system requirements. I mean, pretty fair. 6-core processor. Doesn't even say what generation. Minimum is a RTX 2060, which I think most people are above that anyhow. So, and only 8 gig of VRAM minimum. So that's great, man. That's great. I love it. So that'll be interesting. So that starts next Friday. And then I think the marathon one starts Monday after that. So it'd be cool if I can get into both of them so that I could play this over the weekend and then marathon during the week. That would be great. Be great. I'll fucking do it. You better do it, man. The one I sent you from Costco is good, brother. I didn't see it. Ooh, sent me where? Discord. Yeah. Yes. Right now, guys, someone asked me about this yesterday, actually. And then I had another guy that I don't know if he sent it to me yet. Another guy I used to work with said he's got a PC gaming system that he is looking to sell. I asked him for specs and I haven't gotten anything yet. So, I would not recommend building a PC right now. I know it sounds weird because I'm always the guy build a PC. But because of the RAM prices, and now I'm hearing GPUs are going through the roof again, I put a 5070 up in Discord. It went from like almost $700 down to like $570 right now. It's crazy. So if anyone here is looking for an upgrade for an older video card, that's a really good deal right now. But I wouldn't recommend building one. I would absolutely look into a pre-built because you're at this point, which is, I mean, this is rare. This is an oddity. But you're probably going to get more bang for your buck with a pre-built PC right now than building your own, just because of the prices of things with tariffs and everything else going, through the roof. So just keep that in mind for any of you guys that are thinking about building a PC. So When is the extraction shooter made by the PUBG people coming out? The playtest starts next week. We were just talking about this. PUBG Black Budget playtest starts next Friday and goes through the weekend, and then they're going to shut it down on Monday, and then they're going to do it the following weekend. So 2 weekends starting next Friday. So, but you have to make sure you ask for access to playtest. Make sure you access that and put it in your wish list as well. That's what we're talking about with Black Budget. Dude, I'm about to sell my old RAM and snag me a 5090. That's great. Oh man, yeah, it's the double price right now. RAM is double the money right now, which is insane. I'm seeing people are buying 16 gigs of DDR5 for $180. Like, what? Huh? That's insane. Maybe it's 32, but either way, that's a lot of money. Costco deal is fucking ridiculous good. Oh, okay. Interesting. So there you go. Or you guys can wait until the Steam machine comes out, the Gabe Cube. Wait for that to come out. I think they're targeting April for that. And we had this conversation several times, as recently as last week, I do believe, talking about the reasons why people are still hell-bent on keeping consoles around and they're not really ready to make the jump into PC. We were talking about where the Steam machine, where its demographic is. And I personally think, my opinion is that it is to bridge the gap between people that want to buy a console but don't want to build one and don't want to spend a shit ton of money to buy one. So Steam OS is pretty solid the way it runs. So it sounds like it's going to be a situation where you buy a game, you download it, and automatically optimizes things as close as it can get, and then you just plug it into whatever and you just play. And I think that's where a lot of people, they don't want to go from console to PC because console just works. Just you put a disc in, you fire it up, it just does what you need to do. There's no updates, and well, I mean, there's updates, but you don't have to like manually do a bunch of stuff, right? It's pretty much just set it and forget it type situation. Where PC is involved, you have to download drivers and you have to do maintenance on it. There's maintenance that's involved with PC. If the Steam box comes out and everything's pretty much automated and stuff, I think it'd be perfect for people that are ready to upgrade from console, but they're still a little leery of what it takes to be a PC owner. I think that's going to be a good segue for them. And then maybe they'll have it for a year or two. They'll learn the ropes, and then they'll feel more comfortable with actually making the full jump into a gaming PC. So we'll see what happens. But I think it's a great thing, and I think that this will set the stage for other companies to start building these machines that are kind of, again, like a stepping stone into PC gaming. And then we'll see what happens with the Xbox. It'll be interesting to see what exactly that entails, right? Or we all have opinions, we all have theories on what the next Xbox is, but a lot of it is still unknown. Too much is unknown for us to know for sure right now. Again, everything, we can't really figure out a price until we know for sure if they're going to allow Steam and Epic and all those other storefronts to be available on the Xbox. If that'll tell you if they're going to allow those things to happen on this next Xbox, then we know that the price is going to be probably closer to $1,200, if not more. If it's only their ecosystem, then it'll be cheaper. Then it'll be less than $1,000. So if they allow Steam on their platform, over $1,000. If it's just Xbox, the way it's always been, then it'll be less than $1,000. That's my theory. So, convenience and lack of knowledge, like a grandparent buying something for a grandchild, or someone who has friends who game but they never gamed before. Yes, is what you're saying is, yeah. Because I mean, again, consoles are going to go away. This next generation, again, is a theory of mine, will be the last generation of console, as you know it. As we get into cloud gaming and we get into more AI stuff, there isn't going to be a need for a console anymore. It's either going to be a PC or you're going to be cloud gaming. And then that will save these companies tons of money, if they're really able to focus strictly on software and not building and designing hardware to sell their games. I think a lot of companies would be on board with that. Nintendo is don't even bring Nintendo in the conversation because they will probably always build something. But for Xbox and PlayStation, I think this will be the last generation of console. I'm actually surprised this is going to be a generation of console. But either way. Real quick, I want to look this up as well. Marathon. Does anyone know when the Marathon playtest will be? Okay, so this is the same. Dude. December 12th to the 15th. And it's almost the same time. So that's interesting. So we're going to have 2 play tests next weekend. Marathon and Black Budget. If you were invited, let me ask you this then. If you were invited to both play tests, which one would you play? Would you try to play both of them, or would you only focus on one? This is tough. I'm already signed up for it, which is great. So, but it's hard because I'm excited for both of them. I mean, Marathon is. I mean, I've loved that franchise since I was a kid. One of the very first games I played on PC. Well, on Apple, but I'm really excited for Marathon. I hope that they can get it together after the horrific playtest they did over the summer. And then PUBG Black Budget. I mean, I'm the PUBG guy. I love PUBG, you know. So that's tough. And then I know there's 2 more. I think we had a total of 4 play tests this month. And I can't think of the other 2 right now off the top of my head. Play both and then play which one I like more. And with TikTok, you know, people are going to go to which one people will talk about more. Double-edged sword, people will play it and will burn in on Twitter and TikTok. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So anyhow, what was the other one? This is going to drive me nuts now. I know there was another one that we were looking forward to. Oh, Ascendant. Ascendant is going to do another one on the 18th, I do believe. So there's 3. There was one more game. Does anybody remember what it was? There was one more game that's doing a play test this month. Don't have it. Boo. BEATDOWN can't remember things because he's old. That's where I'm at anyhow, so. Okay, so with that being said, what is everyone doing this weekend? What's everyone doing? What are your plans? Is anyone doing Christmas parties or any of that? We have a 80th birthday party for my wife's grandma on Sunday. We have some family coming over tomorrow. It's gonna be another busy weekend, and we're pretty much booked up. I think until New Year's, just after New Year's, and then we can finally relax a little bit. So, oh, it's gonna be nice. Black is gonna have to do good or get burying in the ground. I'm sure it will. I don't know. Depending on how it is, because again, the whole extraction shooter genre is it's so convoluted. You have so many games that have the title extraction shooter, but a lot of them don't play like an extraction shooter. It's just you go a place, you come back, and that's all you need to be considered an extraction shooter. I like that they're jumping in, and I think that they're trying to stay relevant. They have their BR, now they're going to have an extraction shooter to try to grab all these genres and try to keep that foothold where they are. I do hope it's. again, this is going to be an Asian version of an extraction shooter. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Delta Force did a decent job. They're an Asian, but they bought they bought an IP that they had. It was a westernized. It's a Western IP that they had to Easternize. That makes sense. But they still kept it fairly close. So we'll see what PUBG does. But there's just I think the BR the extraction shooter landscape right now. There's just too many games. There's just too much shit just being plopped in this pile. And I think we need subgenres like these rogue lights and then rogue light. And I mean, they should probably be called extraction light games. You know, if they don't have the heavy extraction shooter type, you know, thing like Tarkov. I don't know. I think that there's enough people that are PUBG fans that I think the game will do okay on its own, but they really need to bring back a lot of players. Like if they could bring back the players that started with PUBG 8 years ago, almost 8 years ago now on console. Well, I mean, in general, I think it would do. I think it would do fine. I think it would be okay. But again, we have to see the gameplay. We have to see the gameplay to know for sure. Arc Raiders decorate the Christmas tree tonight. Oh, thank God we got that already done. Our work Christmas party was Tuesday at the most exclusive restaurant in Atlantic City. $2,300 bill for 13 of us. Nice. I like it. People have sharp teeth now on all these game media. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm fingers crossed. I hope we're overdue for some really good games. And it's kind of a bummer that the only game that we got this year that was in playable state, it was ready to go, fully optimized, you know, great art and things like that, was Arc Raiders. That I think that's probably the kind of the saddest thing, is that we had one game that came out this year that was ready. It was ready for prime time, and it's a game that I will never play. That's sad, you know. But again, because of, you know, early access, game previews, and just AAA companies just saying, fuck it, we're going to drop something that's broken. This is kind of how things are for now. But I mean, at least Arc Raiders showed us that you can deliver a game that is complete. It can still happen. So we'll see if other companies take that and run with it. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Let the real tree settle for a day before decorate. Love Christmas, definitely my favorite holiday. There you go. I'm the exact opposite. I'm a Grinch. I'm a Scrooge, which not really. I just don't care. I don't care for Christmas anymore. I don't know. Since my kids got older, the magic kind of just disappeared. You know, they used to be so excited, and you know, it's always fun to put things together, and you know, just see their little faces light up on Christmas when they're opening up all their stuff, and now I can't even get these kids out of bed. It used to be that 5 o'clock in the morning they're banging on our door. Santa came. Like, oh my god. Give me a minute to put my glasses on. I'll be right down. Now, I mean, it's you know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and the wife and I are like, okay, let's. The kids haven't knocked on the door. I guess we should go. And we're trying to wake them up. Come on down, guys. I'm good, man. They just don't care anymore. So I don't know. Now it's just the most expensive month of the year, which actually for us, the most expensive month of the year, I think, was June. We lost like 4 appliances, 2 cars. It was that was the most expensive month we've had in a long, long time. I love it. Now they open socks. Not very exciting. You know, our kids, because they're, I mean, the boys are all in their 20s now. Our daughter's still younger. They buy what they want for themselves. All of our kids have jobs. All of our kids work, even the 16-year-old, and she buys whatever she wants for herself. So they don't there's not really anything to look forward to Christmas. And that was always the time when you got your big gift, you know, the one thing that you really, really wanted. Um, they get that during the year when they want it. You know, it's to the point where the wife and I are like, don't buy anything for yourself from now until Christmas, please. And then we try to figure out something that they might like. But it's hard. Christmas is hard for us to buy for our own kids. For friends and family and Amazon drivers and stuff, that's easy stuff. But our kids, it's hard to figure out what they want because they already have everything. I'm the same way. If I want something, I just buy it during the year. There's no reason to wait till Christmas, you know? I don't know. That's just me, man. I think Santa got me a lot of stuff this year. Yeah, same thing. But Santa bought it for me throughout the year. You know? I got my gift monitor really, really, really wanted. There you go. That's awesome, dude. I'm excited for you. Yeah, you just got that with the OLED, right? But you were 1440p before? Or were you 1080 and you just went to 1440p? Because if that's the case, I figured out what happened yesterday. I heard you yelling at it last night. Yeah, that poor screen found a new home and the owner just screams at him all the time. That poor screen. That's why. Okay, so this is what happened. So Louie, not to call you out in front of everybody, but when I said it last night, I was like, dude, your screen is like cut off. It's because you used to send 1080p in OBS. So the screen was perfect. But as soon as you upgraded to 1440p, it blew that screen up, but it didn't automatically readjust to the OBS screen. So it went 1440 further out. So you were displaying 1080p on a 14, you see what I'm saying? So I bet all you had to do is go into OBS and drag that window back up so it fit the full screen. That's what happened. Now I figured it out because I was like, that's almost what it seems like, but how did that happen? I don't think he's changed anything. Nothing's changed recently. That's weird. Now it makes sense. Now I figured it out. Louis, what does the game look like now? What does Red Sack look like, or any of your games, going from 1080p to 1440 OLED? I'll bet your games look just crystal clear now, don't they? Look amazing. But on the flip, you probably went from 250 frames down to 150, which is fine. You'll still be fine. 150 is great. I bought a new monitor on Black Friday for my stream PC. There you go. There you go. Santa brought it early. My Christmas gift will be going from 1080 to 1440. Yes. Yes, smokes. You're gonna need, hey, you might want to go buy that 5070 I was just showing you guys. Because that 3060 is probably gonna be like, brother, let's calm down a little bit. You're gonna need to upgrade that GPU now, but now you have a valid reason to do so. Almost went Summit on his new monitor. Yep. And on the display capture, had to put on LG Ultra Gear on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah. Bro, it's beautiful. 1440 OLED is what I have. It is amazing. See, that's the only thing I don't have. I've been running 1440 for years, but I don't have OLED. Hey, you knock it off over there. God damn. I can hear shit. It's my dog. My dog wants to be on camera or something. You want to be on camera? Come on over. Come on. Come here. She's like, oh, you're mad at me now, Dad. Come on up. Come on. Up. You say hi to everybody? Here, kisses? Give me kisses. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Hi. But Dad's forcing me to do this right now. You good girl? Yeah, you good girl? Yeah, what are you doing over there? Huh? Making all kinds of racket? She just wants to be on camera. That's what it is. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. There's the dog. She needs to go to the groomer. God damn. Like Fritos. She knows that word. As soon as I said it, she her ears perked up. What? I'm going to the groomer? What? Let's go. She loves a salon day. Surprisingly, I still get 250 on Warzone. It's 180. Yeah. I bought the 34-inch ultra wide Alienware OLED. That's for your stream PC. Damn, dude, that's awesome. I mean, but if you're gonna do overkill, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. And now you're set up. Now you're set up for like legit 4K gaming. New GPU monitors. I couldn't go OLED. I leave my stuff on all the time and I don't need to burn the screen. That's true. I only just started recently shutting down or putting my computers to sleep. But I found out that when I do that, the Stream Deck doesn't like it, and it fucks. And then when I turn it back, then the microphone doesn't read. I don't know. It just causes more and more issues. I just leave my shit on. I always have. The only downside to that is fans wear out quicker. But other than that, Doggy, that's right. Give her treats. I don't have him at my desk, but I will. I'll get her something later. She always gets one. She always, after when we get done with dinner, and then right now we used to take her to the park, but it's too cold now. So we'll take her out back. We'll let her get her zoomies, and we have a big yard out back. So we'll let her run around for a few minutes or whatever, kind of get that out. And then when we come back in, we're going to settle down and either play games or watch TV or whatever we're going to do before we go to bed. She gets one. She gets a big one, And then when our daughter goes to bed, she gives her a nighttime one, So she gets them. She's eating good over here. Don't let her fool you. I'll never see the 480 FPS the monitor advertises. No, you wouldn't need that either, brother. You would. I can read chat a lot easier. Oh, I'll bet. Absolutely. So I run two 24-inch monitors and then my 27. So I have one over here that's on landscape. That's where OBS is. That's where that lives. Screen on my right is in portrait mode, and that one's got like all my stream stuff going on, like what's happening and chat and all that stuff. And then I have my gaming monitor, which is 27-inch. And this is just like perfect for me. Perfect. I probably could use another one, but do I really need another one? I don't think so. Yeah, my old monitor was a 24-inch. Yeah. I sit so close to these things. And if I were to go any bigger than this, I would have to get a much bigger desk. And my desk is 5.5 feet now. Like my wingspan, so almost 6. And it takes up a big chunk of this room. So, I mean, if I had a dedicated streaming room, I probably would. But because where I stream from, this is good. And we're trying to downsize so we can move to a warmer climate in a smaller house. So I don't think I'd want to get any bigger than this. But that's awesome, dude. Can you imagine running 32-inch screens, like 4 of them? just screen. Oh. The new ones have a pixel cleaning tech that keeps that from happening now. Now our Predator sits portrait now, and you'll see me on stream looking up at shit is 27 inches. Well, it's huge. I'm sitting close to them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I play right here. Okay. And then I did this before where I was like, I'm pretty close to the screen. Now, if I were to I'm looking directly in the middle of the screen right now. If I was to look up at the top right of the screen, just the top right, left, bottom. So you see, like to you guys, it looks like I'm looking at a fucking big screen TV, but I sit so close to it that just moving my eyes around the screen makes it look like I'm looking all over the room, and I'm not. I'm close. I don't know I think 32 would probably burn my retinas right out of my fucking face. Should I upgrade my Mobo? Also, I think I'll be okay. I wouldn't, because if you upgrade your motherboard, I mean, I wouldn't upgrade your motherboard unless you're going to go to AM5. So if you're just going to swap out a motherboard AM4 for another AM4, I wouldn't do that. I'd just stick with what you have, because then you're talking about you have to reinstall Windows, and it gets complicated after that. If you're gonna upgrade to AM5, it's not just the motherboard. Then you have to replace your RAM, which is through the roof right now, and you don't want to do unless you've got somebody you're going to buy it from, and it's a good deal. And then you also have to switch out your CPU. So though, if you switch out your motherboard, you really have to change 3 things. I would just stick with what you have. And if you have a decent motherboard right now, if you're thinking about doing anything to what you have, I would upgrade my CPU. I don't know what you have right now. I think you have a 5600 or a 5700. I would look for like an X3D processor. 5800 if you could find those, and they're hard to find. There's a 57 and then there's a 56, I do believe. But if you're gonna do any upgrading on what you have now, other than your GPU, I would do CPU, and I probably wouldn't upgrade it because everything else is gonna be expensive. But for now, I think you'll be okay. I think that unless it's a bottleneck, which it probably isn't, just upgrading your GPU that's where I would focus right now. 4 27-inch and 2 32-inch, never enough real estate. Jesus, what do you use those for? 4 27 and then 2 30. That, I mean, that's got to be a flight simulator, right? That's got to be. Because I couldn't imagine using all those screens. Like, what would you put on them? Unless I was a day trader, or I was doing some type of like iRacing or flight sim or something. Like, I couldn't imagine what I'm going to do with 6 screens. Good Lord. How do you run all those screens anyhow? Because, I mean, aren't there only 4 connections on a GPU? Or you must have multiple PCs as well. I don't know. That's crazy. That's overkill as well. But to he or she their own. That shit said that when I shut off the PC last night from a 7-hour stream, the monitor was like, don't unplug during screen scanning. Oh, that's cool. Four on the GPU and 2 on the MOBO. Oh, I got you, because you have, okay, so you have an APU then. So you must have an APU. So some of your processor is handling 2 screens, and then unless you have, do motherboards have built-in video anymore? I mean, that was a thing. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. I don't know, maybe. I can't think of a motherboard that I would have bought in the last 10 years that had onboard video. Onboard audio, that's always going to be a thing. I can't think that would go away, but onboard video, that's what APUs are for, and that's why they're so, yeah, okay. All AM5 are APU technically. I did not know that. I had no idea. So what are they sticking on them? Just some Radeons? Some like mobile Radeon processors in there? His onboard CPU graphics are for 2 monitors, I'm assuming. Got it. Okay. I did not know that. That's interesting. You learn something new every day. So all AM5, so all AMD AM5 processors are APUs now. But that's a waste of die space. Like if I'm not going to run, if I want like just a gaming PC and I want my processor I want that die to be all CPU, and I do not want, I have any use for it. I don't want the wasted space. So they force you to buy an APU. That's crazy, dude. Before APUs, the way it was is that motherboards had built-in video capabilities. They had onboard built-in shit. So you just plugged in a CPU and then you had built-in video, and then they came out with the APUs. So all the motherboards had to do was have the ability to run video from the APU that you were plugging into the socket. So then they didn't have to have onboard video anymore. But that's crazy. I think most of the AM4 had graphics support too. Only certain ones. And I don't know many people, like Metal Josh has one. It's a 5600G. Which, but again, they have to neuter the 5600 to fit the APU, to fit the GPU on the die. So if you put a 5600G next to a 5600 or even an X, even just like a standard 5600, the G is going to run slower because there's die space that's being taken up by the GPU. So yeah, I don't know. That's crazy stuff. Ryzen 7 5700X. Yeah, you're the B550. That's fine. Yeah, you don't need anything crazier than that. And the 5700X, I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, unless you're gonna go to a 5080, 4080, 5080, 5090, 4090, something like that. Unless you're gonna go to some of the higher end GPUs, I don't think that you're gonna have a bottleneck problem there. I think you'll be fine. It's not for gaming just enough to post a monitor. GPU does rendering and sends a signal. All right. I'll have to do some research on that. That's crazy. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. So you're saying that it goes out to the GPU, right? Not the APU GPU, but the GPU, your NVIDIA graphics card or whatever that you purchased, the 9700 XT or whatever, and then it goes back to the motherboard and goes out there. But then that wouldn't be an APU. Either way, okay. New GPU coming soon. Let's go. You're gonna want it, Smokey, because once you go from 1080p on your graphics card, whatever frames you're getting now, just assume they're going to be cut by probably a third. As soon as you go up to 1440p. So if you're getting 100 frames on a certain game at 1080p, and then you go up to 1440 on the same GPU, you're going to be getting around 70, maybe even a little lower than that. So just keep that in mind, making your upgrade. For 1440p, I'm going to recommend the equivalent of a 4070, what I run right now. I don't know if I would, because what I have right now, it does well enough, but I probably would prefer a TI or a Super of where I'm at. But like that 5070 that I put in there for you, that would be a good model to grab. I know it's all white. I don't know if that goes against what you have in your case right now, but if you're gaming on a 5070, who cares what it looks like, right? All right, either way, I need to figure out what this dog wants. She probably does want a treat. She probably heard me say that. And I got to hit the restroom real quick. So I'll do that. I will be back in just a minute. All right. So all white cards usually sell for higher and will resell better too. Yeah. White is kind of like the thing right now. Even my wife's computer is all white, and then black inside with pink accents, or purple, pinkish purple. I think her build is still like my favorite. I love that computer. It looks amazing. It's like a work of art. 4070 Super for $699. Yeah, so the one I posted in Discord, I'm going to pull this up real quick here. Under gaming deals, this is a white RTX 5070. And I think it's like $569 right now. Yeah, it's $570. It normally sits at $710, so just over the $700 mark, which is, I think, what I bought my 4070 for was like, I think it was $599. I think I got it for like $549 on sale. So you can get yourself for almost the same price. You can get yourself a 5070 right now. It's an all white one. It's the Prime, Asus Prime. Only has 12 gigs of VRAM though. I wish they would up that. Minimum right now should be 16 on these cards. 12 for the 3060s or the 4060s. It should be 12, and then 16 for the next step up. That's what I'd like to see. But yeah, this is a really good deal right here. So if you guys are looking for an upgrade, especially the 50 series, so then you get frame generation, like that'd be cool. The DLSS is coming along very, very nicely. So getting the 57 or the 50 series cards, you're going to see a lot of upgrades to this technology in the next couple of months and next year. That it's gonna be really, really nice to have one of these. So yeah, color doesn't really matter, to be honest. I just want to upgrade. I don't blame you, brother. So I assume that 4070 Ti that you were looking at, that didn't really transpire. Either way, I'm excited for you. When anybody does any upgrades to their PC, I'm always excited. We for my son's birthday, which was in October, we got him another 1 terabyte of SSD for his computer. The other day, he comes to me, he's like, "Hey, can you help me install this on my PC?" I'm like, it's been like 2 months. It's been 2 months. You haven't put that in your computer yet, you son of a gun. So we took it all apart and cleaned it all out at the same time. But yeah, now he's excited. So he has a whole other terabyte that he can keep stuff on, and he doesn't. I love the fact that everything just attaches to the motherboard now. No more running SATA cables to hard drives, and we're trying to find where to stash a hard drive in a small case. It's just everything is on the motherboard. It's just, oh god, it's so nice. Basically, it's just the PSU that plugs into it, and then what the case components, and that's it. Nothing else has to be plugged in your. I love the cleanness of computer builds now. It's great. Nobody wanted the trade. You hit up 6 to 7 people. Damn. That's all right. You all in all, you never really know what you're getting when you buy used. You never know. I mean, they could tell you that it was never used. It was sat in a box. They opened it just to check it. We see that one a lot over here. Is that it's brand new. I only opened it to make sure it was okay. You're like, well, that's not new. Once you open the package, that's it, guy. That's it. If you opened it to make sure it's okay, it's used. As soon as that seal is broken, it's used. So we get a lot of that shit up here. And yeah, I bought things before that were in pristine condition, and then get it home that doesn't even work. And yeah, those are the Craigslist days. The craziest one I ever had was I was meeting this kid for a TV. It was a 20-inch TV. And I didn't know it was a kid at the time, but he gives me an address. I show up, it's in Flint. I show up to this house and it looks abandoned. The whole street looks fucking abandoned. I'm like, what is going on here, And then here comes this kid on his bike, riding up with a TV. And he's like, "Hey, here you go, man." And he said, "I don't have a cable for it, so I can't plug it in." I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "Do you live here?" He's like, "Oh, no, I live up the road here." I'm like, "Why'd you give me this address?" He's like, "I don't know you, man." I'm like, "Okay, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough." So I give him the money for and I'm like, "I don't know, bro. I don't know." I get home, thing doesn't fucking work, of course. So I open it up. It's gutted. There's nothing on the inside of this, just the screen. That's it. There's nothing. Almost like they took it apart to try to fix it, and then said, fuck it, let's just slap it together and then get some schmuck to buy it. Yeah. I think we all have a story like that. Does a used GPU hurt the product if you know it's in working order? No, but you just don't know what it's been through. You don't know if they've overclocked it, if they've undervolted it, which is just as dangerous sometimes. If it's not getting enough and it's starving for power, that's bad too. So you just don't know what they've done to it. I mean, it could have been dirty as hell and overheating, and they just blew all the air out of it and like, oh, just get rid of it. You never know what you're gonna get. Someone could have taken it apart because they wanted to put new thermal paste on it or something, and they didn't paste it right, or like one of the pads fell off the RAM, so that's overheating. You just never know what you're going to get with anything used, really. But used computer things are scary as well. I take the risk because more times than not, it's in working order, and if I make more money than losing money, it's still a win. So I've been ripped off before. I mean, it's just nature of the beast. But I've also got really, really good fucking deals. Really good deals. So it's a risk. It's a roll of the dice, as they say. But most times I get good deals. So for every 3 or 4 good deals, I get a bad one. It just happens. Dude just bought a 5080 from Best Buy and got rocks instead, but Best Buy is refusing to refund it or replace it. Yeah, do you know the truth behind that story? Do you want to know what it make the headlines make it sound like Best Buy's fucking this kid over? But you know what really happened? You know that Best Buy is starting something similar to Amazon, where it's a marketplace, so anybody can sell their shit on marketplace through Best Buy. So what happened is this kid bought it from a seller through the marketplace. They didn't buy it from Best Buy. They bought it through Best Buy's website. That's what happened. So he bought it from another individual through Best Buy's website, which was a marketplace thing. And because someone, either the buyer or the seller, didn't follow the proper steps, they're not covering it because it wasn't their mistake. Which is, I mean, they kind of are responsible because it's, they are giving you a marketplace to sell things, so you think that they would kind of stand behind it. But whatever it was that happened, it was enough for them to justify, no, we're not going to replace this. But that's the reason that happened. That's the more of the story that they don't tell you. Boring Penguin, no stories. That's all right. My Mobo is a refurb. Otherwise, it's all new. And that's why I hate brick and mortar stores moving to marketplaces. Yeah, but that's the only way they can prolong the inevitable. They are going to go under. Best Buy is going to go under at some point. All places will. Because everyone orders from Newegg. Everyone orders online. Amazon. I don't even order from Newegg anymore. I used to order from Newegg religiously. But it takes a week to 2 weeks to get your shit. Like anything else, it takes forever. Amazon, I can order something today and have it here tomorrow. But the longest it takes is 2 days. Normal shipping. Sometimes there's a weird product that we've ordered from, China or whatever, and that one, that's going to take longer, obviously. But we get the 2-day shipping, and it's usually 1 day. So when it comes to something I need right here, right now, Amazon's the way to go. And it sucks, but it's convenience, So these companies that are still around, brick and mortar locations, they have to do things like this. Otherwise, they're just not going to survive. Yeah, that was a third-party deal. Headlines always be deceiving. Yes, Metal, yes. Once you dig into it and you actually start doing some research, then you'll find out the real story. But this is journalism nowadays. They kind of leave out the important things to make you feel a certain way, to sway you, Too bad. He's got to go after the seller, and hopefully Best Buy bans the seller. Exactly. Remember the old 5 to 7 weeks and no way to track it? Do you remember COD? I talked about this before. I remember doing COD to get my skateboards when I was a kid. I would pay a certain amount, and then they would deliver it, and then I'd have to pay the mailman. I had to give the mailman the rest of my money right at the door. That was cool, man. working my ass off, having that stack of cash, you know, all ones, you know, I feel like I'm a baller, and it's like, you know, it's $150. And then here comes the guy. I'm waiting for the mailman all day long. Here he comes, walking up to the door. Yeah, here's my money, motherfucker. And you got to sit there and count out all these singles. All right, fine, here we go. You know, you sign. God, those were the days, dude. Weird item from China. How long did your truth years take? No. We okay. So there's a lot of products you can order, like custom things. We did this thing. It's a wooden board that has different little animals and then a person's name on it. They're for kids, really. We're getting these. It has like the kid's name and then animals that they like on it. So these things are custom made, and they're not made in the States, and they're cheap as shit. So we order it, and then it takes them, you know, several days to make it, and then they have to ship it over, and yeah. So it usually takes 2 to 3 weeks to get these things in. The truth ears, these I had in a day, because I mean these are available here right now, but mine took 3. I'm so upset. Ship through UPS. I hate them. God. I remember waiting for the door for COD skateboard order. Yeah. You too. See? Yeah. Cash on delivery. Chasing him down the street when you missed him. Bro, yes, I had to come home because of the stupid mandatory signature. Yeah. Yes. My truth ears took 3 weeks because they had to come from China, order through Amazon. I got you. So they probably weren't like they had just released. They weren't here yet, and yeah. These ones were here, ready to rock and roll, and I mean, I got them in a day, which is nice. Oh man. Yeah, I don't. Does anybody order anything from Newegg anymore? I mean, even their deals are typically never as good as, and then if they are, it's usually $10 to $15, and I'll gladly pay $10 to $15 to have it next day instead of having to wait 2 weeks for something. So I don't think I've ordered anything from Newegg in probably 10 years, but early mid 2000s, dude, Newegg was the only spot. That was the computer place. That was before I even knew Micro Center existed. We didn't have one here. So yeah, Newegg was the spot, dude. But yeah, you place your order and you'd wait. Now I'm building computers and I'm like, oh shit, I need a cable, or oh crap, I need this. I don't have it anymore. Damn. All right, well, let's go order it. And I'll go order it, and it's here the next day waiting for me. As a matter of fact, I just got an alert that one of my wife's packages is sitting on the front steps right now. So I'm gonna have to go grab them. I know someone who just ordered something, took about a week. From where? You stand by those? Yes, I like these. I like these a lot. Before this, this was the HyperX. God, what's going on here? These right here. These are my old. This is my old headset. I still use this from time to time, like when I'm gaming. The wife and I are hanging out in the same room, and I need to have, because I can't hear anything outside of this typically. If it's quiet and my dog's over here making a bunch of noise, I can hear that. But yeah, these are really, really, really good. And I think they're like $70. They're pretty cheap, man. And I absolutely love them. And this one, it came with another cord that has a microphone on it. I couldn't tell you if it's good or not because I don't need it. I have this microphone. So I haven't used a headset mic in years either. So, but they are great. Everything sounds amazing. I would not plug them directly into a motherboard. I would not plug them directly into a phone. You're going to want some good power behind them. So I'm using my Astro mix amp, and they sound amazing. Most of my PC parts were Newegg. Had in 3 or 4 days saved hundreds over Amazon prices. Well, that's awesome, dude. I've not had the same experience. The things I always buy, they're always more expensive on Newegg. And if they are, it's usually just a couple of bucks, nothing crazy. Took about a week. Okay, so things are moving a little quicker. IAMs are life. I didn't wait for shit. I got it all from Micro Center at great prices. Yeah, see, that's my thing. But Micro Center is so far away from us. It's an hour and some change down the road, down in the Big D. It's actually in Madison Heights. But I love that place. But that's a day excursion. When I can talk the wife into going down there to get, I think the last time we went down there was to get some computer. Oh, it was my screen, the screen that I have here. I went down. We got the screen. I got my mouse, and then I got her a speaker for her computer. But it was an all day event. We went down there and we shopped, and then we went to the mall they have down there. We went checked that place out, did a little shopping down there, and then we went to dinner, and we made a day of it. Before that, we bought our TV. That's been, oh man, our TV is like 4 years old now. That's crazy. We bought our TV down there because it was the only place we could find it. So yeah, I love Micro Center. Micro Center is awesome. Like you can go to Walmart and buy TVs and stuff. But if you're looking for like top of the line stuff, you're not going to find it at Walmart. You're not going to find it at Best Buy. You gotta look, and it's tough. You can order it. Sometimes Amazon usually has them. But Micro Center, if you're looking for something that's high end that you can't find anywhere else, Micro Center typically has it. So I'm glad the wife wasn't here to hear that, because as soon as she hears that the TV's 4 years old, she's gonna be like, yeah, we're due for another one. We went to Sam's Club the other day, which is kind of like a Costco or a Price Club, and they had this big like 85-inch TV there, and it was like stupid pricing. It was like $700 because it was a cheap brand. And the wife's like, do you think we could fit that in our living room? I'm like, we can absolutely fit that in our living room, but not that one. Not that one. We don't want that one. I think we got 65 right now. And yeah, after we've had that for 4 years, it's looking small. It's a small TV. 3-hour trip to Micro Center for me, but there's two of them. So it 3 hour each. Oh my God. Yeah, at that point, I'm ordering, dude. There's 3 hours is too far to drive. The most I'll drive is 2 hours, one way. That's it. That's my cutoff. Hour and a half, 2 hour. We're flying. We're not driving 3 hours. Now the wife has got me the drive up north to where the Upper Peninsula meets the Lower, the Mackinac Bridge. There, we've been up there a couple of times. That's a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive, and that fucking drive sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But we have, yeah. That's a very rare occurrence that we have to drive that far. 3 hours to Atlanta. There's 2 Micro Centers in ATL. No shit. That's big. 1 hour to Micro Center. One day I'll go. Hell yeah. Oh, if it's only an hour away, yeah, dude, go. But take a laundry list of things that you want when you go there, because I'm telling you right now, we're gonna walk in there, and if you're even just going in there to look around, you're gonna leave with something. You're gonna leave with something. I guarantee it. Even something as simple as just a mouse pad, you're gonna leave with something. I just drove to Louisiana for Turkey Day. That's 7.5 hours. Bro. There's no way. The wife was contemplating driving down to Kentucky because at the time the government shut down and stuff. We thought that we were pretty sure that her flight was going to be canceled. And she was they were thinking that the whole group was thinking about just renting a van or something and driving all the way. That's like a 6 hour drive from here. And I told the wife, like, I don't want to drive. I don't want to be the driver. I'll never be an over the road truck driver, and I can't drive that long. I just puts me to sleep. 7.5 hours. Brother. They got one in Marietta. It's 15 minutes from me. I'm spoiled. Oh, Louis, that's why. That's why. I also told the wife, this is a good one. I told her that we have to be close to a Micro Center wherever we move to. So I want to be right up the road. But yeah, Louis, I don't know how you're able to. I'd probably have mortgage problems if I had a Micro Center that close to my house. I would. I'd be spending mortgage money on shit every month. I got to drive 5 hours to Grand Rapids on Sunday and 5 hours back on Monday. Jesus Christ, that's crazy, dude. See, this is where I would love to to have free to escape skill set, and then just buy me a small plane, and then I could just fly around. I can just fly from one place to another. 5 hours is a long time. Ghost, I got a question for you. You come up to Michigan quite a bit. I know you've been around me, even Howell, Grand Rapids, Lansing area. I think you at one point you went to Saginaw, Bay City area, I think. So you've been here. You're here around me. And going to Grand Rapids, have you ever met up with Uncle Bubba? Have you ever met up with him? Always check the clearance racks. Yes. Here is the one I went to. Duluth is the other one out there. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. All right. He always tells me like, hey PD, what if you ever come out here to Grand Rapids, you gotta let me know. I'll show you some great spots out here. I'm like, okay, okay. You gonna bring Shooter? I know, bro. I'm already thinking of new chair, but they're like $500. Yeah. Here's my advice to you guys when it comes to chairs. This goes for everything, really. Don't buy things that are branded gaming, because most gaming things are just bullshit advertisements and shit like that. Buy yourself, when it comes to chairs, buy yourself a nice office chair, just something comfortable, because you're going to get more bang for your buck. Same thing with headsets. Don't buy gaming headsets. Buy a legit headphones and then just add a microphone to it. Stay away from gaming. Anything branded gaming, just stay away from it. Because these are just companies trying to make money off of gamers. So I just, just stay away from a lot of that stuff. Especially when it comes to chairs. Do you really, I don't care. Like, I don't care that my chair says HyperX. I don't think people need to see that. And I'm not advertising for them unless they're going to pay me. And I don't lay back, so I don't even need this. I'm fine with just the chair that comes up to, above my armpits. I don't need anything spectacular. I don't sleep in the chair, And most of the time, I'm sitting just like this, leaning forward. Don't need a whole lot of back support. So you'll get much better everything if you just stay away from the gaming branded stuff. So just keep that in mind. It's my little PSA to you guys. A few years back, we booked a January cruise. Major snowstorm rolled in, canceled all flights, and had to rent a car at midnight and drive to Maryland to get on the layover plane. It was a wild trip, I'll bet. My chair sucks. I got a Steelcase Leap V2 office chair, and it's so much better than the Secret Lab chair I had. Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to spend that kind of money, get a legit office chair. Get an executive chair or whatever the fuck they call those. Get something that was designed for sitting in for a long period of time. These gaming chairs, the stuff that's in them, yeah, you might get some memory foam or whatever, but you're not going to be as comfortable in a $500 gaming chair as you would be in a $500 office chair. And I stand by that. If there's exceptions, probably there might be, but 99% of the time, you're going to get more bang for your buck if you get something that's meant for what you're doing and not something that has the gaming branding on it. Here's one for you. Go into Facebook Marketplace and type in gaming. I guarantee everybody is selling 20-year-old computers as gaming computers. In my area, that's all I see. Everything's gaming. And then you look at it. Oh, this is a IBM Think workstation, like ThinkStation or whatever. Like, this isn't gaming. This, just because it plays Roblox doesn't mean it's gaming, guys. So the word gaming is very subjective. I have a computer that I game on. I refer to as my gaming PC. But that's all I use it for. So, yeah, I got an Amazon gaming chair. It was like $70. It's due for a change. Yes. Absolutely. Like this chair right here, this chair was dirt cheap. I got it from one of those places that exploit people. It's one of those like dollar deals. You guys ever heard of those? You guys probably haven't by you. They buy up all this returned merchandise from like Target and Walmart and all that, and then they bring them in and they put them in big bins. And then like each day is a different dollar amount. It starts at like anything in the store is $5, and then the next day it's like $6, $7. It goes all up to, I think, to $10. So Friday and Saturday is like the big haul. It's always stuff that's like $9 or $10. These places, yeah, we have a couple of them by us, and we went in to just check one out. My wife had tried to get me to go there for a while. Um, Number one, they're sad. They're sad. I feel like they exploit people. It's not really, yeah. But anyhow, I found this chair brand new. They had like 6 of them, and they were like $20. They were stupid, ridiculously cheap. I got it home, and yeah, I mean it's a HyperX. It's a HyperX chair. It's not the most comfortable, but it works. This is the one. I think this is the one that Mark for Life bought for me. After I did the one chip challenge, I said I need a new chair. I think this is the one I got. That was years ago. It's still fairly comfortable. But the last couple of weeks where I was streaming like 7-8 hours a day, I really felt it. After like hour 5, like I can feel the chair, and it's not comfortable anymore. But if I'm only sitting here for hour, 2, 3 hours editing videos or doing whatever else I do, it's not that bad. But for long sessions, this chair just doesn't cut it. After 6 hours, ass feels like it got rammed continuously. Yeah, you feel like you were sitting on Manic's lap, and that's not fun. I'm not for 6 hours, but it's not fun. So yeah, you don't want that. Some people pay extra for that. I clipped that for you, by the way, just so you guys know. Do with that as you will. Go ahead, guys. Spin that around all you want. Dude, I got a memory foam pillow on mine because otherwise my butt would be numb. Yes. That's what I'm saying, man. You ever get to the point where like you can feel when you stand up or you move, all of a sudden there's going to be like a lot of pain? You ever get like that? I get that from time. If I'm sitting somewhere too long, I'm like, I just know. Like, okay, like as soon as I get up, there's going to be shooting pain everywhere. Like the way that I'm sitting right now is prolonging it. But I know as soon as I stand up, my ass is going to hurt. I think that's what you're talking about. 6 hour on Manic's lap is going to leave you hurting. That's what I'm saying, bro. I bought a Razer gaming chair on a Prime deal for $400 and I hate it. Uncomfortable as fuck. I mean, you could buy yourself a nice monitor for $400. Yeah, I just no more gaming shit for me. No, anything branded gaming, I'm not into. Because I've learned just they're going to sucker you. They're going to get you. Because that's what these companies do. Go to. You guys have Five Below. Five Below is all the rave up here. I mean, it has been for years, but they have their own video game / PC gaming section, and everything is gaming. Everything's gaming. Because that's the word that they need to get out there for the young people to buy things. If it was just headset, people are gonna be like, I'm good. But if it's a gaming headset, oh shit, I'm playing Call of Duty later tonight. I could use that gaming headset. That's how it works. Coffee's tasting like shit. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to water. Oh, man. So, now you guys got me thinking about Micro Center. I think I want to take a trip. I think I'm ready to take a trip down there with the wife. I'll see if she wants to go with me. I think she has some time off next week. We need to go down there and find some Christmas gifts for each other. The wife and I, we don't normally buy Christmas gifts for each other. This year, she's like, the kids aren't having fun with it. We should have fun with it. How about we get ourselves something? And I'm like, okay. So you want to buy for each other, or you want me to like buy something for myself and then you wrap it and then give it to me, or what do you want to do? Maybe we'll just do that. Maybe that'll be our Christmas gift to each other. Is we'll drive down there, we'll spend a day down there. She can get some stuff for her PC because she still thinks like she's missing out. Like, because everybody's been upgrading their shit in the house. She's like, I know my computer needs something. What do I need? I'm like, your computer doesn't really need anything. You're fine, But maybe we'll just take her down there and get her something else. She could use a new mouse, definitely a new mouse pad. Maybe I'll get something. I don't know. Make a day of it. Try that new restaurant she's been wanting to go to down there. That's our thing. That's my wife and I. That's what we do. We are restaurants. That's our fun. We like to try new restaurants. We try new cuisine. We like to try new things. That's where we have fun. That's why we love our date nights. We go out and we typically try new stuff. We haven't been to our Mexican restaurant in a while because we're just kind of getting burned out on it. So we've been trying a lot of new stuff, and it's actually going out pretty damn well. But that's just who we are. That's what we like to do together. We'd like to go have ourselves a nice beer and some foods. My computer is wigging out right now. What is it doing? It's always Xbox. Xbox is always hurting my shit. Okay. So, with that being said, here I got one more thing for you guys. I got one. I'm trying to drag this thing out as long as possible. We've been on air for 2 hours and 17 minutes. We're getting there. Let's see if I can do this without any problems. Oh yeah, I forgot my phone's a fucking problem. Oh, now it's on Wi-Fi, or now it's completely kicked itself off Wi-Fi, and now we're on just data. Oh, this fucking phone, dude. All right, let's see if this works. Hey, it did. What day is it? Okay, so today, oh, this is actually really funny. Today is December 5th. Okay, almost a full week into December already. Today we celebrate National Back Friday, not Black Friday, Back Friday. So we were just talking about our backs getting sore sitting in these chairs. Maybe you need a back massage. Maybe that's what it is. So today's National Back Friday. Take care of your back. No heavy lifting today, okay? That's why I'm not allowed to play video games with anybody. I'm kidding. National Bartender Day. Are we celebrating our bartender? Is that what it is? Or is it Bartender's Day? Do they get to celebrate? I'm not sure. Anybody out there that's been mixing drinks? I think Mark for Life, you're bartender-ish, aren't you? I think he does a little bit of everything there. You're bartender, caddy, groundskeep, bathroom attendant. You do it all, right? Caddy, cart guy, cart cleaner, ball washer. Oh, bartender. Okay, so it's Mark for Life's day. Happy Bartender Day, Mark for Life. There you go. I still think he washes balls, but that's it. National Repeal Day. Now, this picture shows, obviously this is during the Prohibition, because there's a bunch of picketers walking down the street, and all their signs say, "We want beer." That's great. Can you imagine? Can I blow that up? I can. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's the picture right there. Oh, get that out of the way. There you go. There's the picture. We want beer. I'm with this guy. I want beer too. There you go. So National Repeal Day. Ooh, National Sachet. Is it sachet? It's spelled satcher, but I know it's not. Sachet Tort Day. It looks amazing. I don't know what this dessert is. Good Lord. I'm going to have to get the wife to make this for me. She made the spumani. I told you guys about that. She's made it a couple times since then. Very, very good. Spumani's awesome. But this right here, okay, I'm going to send it to her. I'm going to take a picture of this. We'll screenshot that. I'm going to send it to her and tell her I want this. This is another great dessert. It's also Fake Fur Day. It's Fake Fur Friday. It's always on a Friday. It's the 3F, the triple F. Faux Fur Friday. Say that fast. It's also Bathtub Party Day. And it has a picture of this lady in the bathtub, and her cat is sitting on the edge, and she's like, "Celebrate!" I don't know. Weird things we're celebrating today. Yes. Hooray beer. That's right. Me too is Friday. Hell yeah. So there you go, guys. I need to look this dessert up, though. It looks amazing. That's what we do today. I'm going to ask my wife for a back massage. That's what I want. That's what I need. All right, so there you go, guys. Another Friday. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Again, I will be on tonight. My wife doesn't know it yet. I haven't told her yet. I will be looking for people to play Gray Zone. So if anyone is on, anybody wants to play Gray Zone, hit a motherfucker up because I'll just be in there probably running around, just hanging out with randos and seeing what they're doing, maybe trying to help them with some of their missions and such. So that's it. Not much else to talk about. I think that's it. Yeah. Dead air. Next week, I'm just going to put this out there. The next couple of weeks up until Christmas are going to be hit or miss. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know what I'm going to be involved in. I don't know if I'll be streaming at all. I will and I won't. So just keep an eye on Discord and I'll let you guys know. It's probably as early as I can, I will let you guys know if I'll be on or not. But after this month, once we get into January and things start to slow down, I always say this, things will be a little more fine-tuned for us. But this month is going to be a toughie. I think this is going to be the hardest month for me to stream in general since I started streaming. So I don't want this to be the norm, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my control. All I can do is just my best. And I'll do that for you guys, okay? So just don't give up on me. I'm not going anywhere. I just have a lot of IRL shit I have to get done. And the cold doesn't make it any easier. Drink beer while I massage the wife back. There you go. I'm gonna make some eggs. My wife or your wife? I love you, Louie. I'm gonna make some egg salad for lunch. My wife asked me to make that. She's like, "You remember you used to, it was tuna salad. You remember you used to make tuna salad?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "You used to make it. The kids loved it." I'm like, "No." When was this? Maybe you had me confused with a different husband. I don't know. Yeah, she still, I don't remember making tuna salad unless I was forced to make it. So I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Will you make this for the party? I'm like, you're already making deviled eggs. You also want tuna salad? No, man, no, no. Those are the two worst fucking things ever, man. You don't want eggs sitting out all day. Deviled eggs, I mean, the deviled eggs are okay. But when you go to a party and deviled eggs have been sitting out for an hour or two, they start looking a little funky, and then they start to smell a little funky. Like, deviled eggs are really only good when they're pulled out of the fridge and they're set in front of you for the first 15, 20 minutes. After that, throw them away, dude, because they ruin a party quick. That's why I prefer deviled eggs. Yeah, we the Mexican restaurant we go to, they would give our kids and me a flan for our birthdays and stuff. They actually sell it there. Not bad. Not bad stuff. But yeah, probably more homemade legit would be great. No eggs and tuna at your party. I'm out. Yes. That's what I'm saying, bro. But this is, yeah. If it's shipped, will it be spoiled? Yeah. Yeah. That's something you probably will never see. Mail order deviled eggs. That will never become a thing. No way in hell, dude. Oh man. All right, guys. I gotta end this thing. I'm gonna try to get some stuff done. Mark for Life, I'm still working on your fucking video, and it will get done as soon as I can, bro. I'm stretched so thin right now, and that video editing is a lot of work. So it's coming soon. Coming soon. We'll just put that out there, okay? I think I'm gonna run some more Pacific Drive today. The kids got an easy school day. There you go. The Mexican way it's not the Cuban way. I agree. The wife and I tried this really nice little Cuban restaurant out by where my mom lives. I think it's already shut down, which sucks. But like, they had really good food, man. I loved it. And I've never really had the ability to have legit Cuban food. So when we ate there, I told the wife, we got to go back as soon as possible and try it out again. But I think they were already out of business, which fucking sucks. I went and told everybody, all my family members, you got to try this little Cuban restaurant, especially since it's in your backyard. And I don't think my mom ever went to go there. Missed opportunity, man. Missed opportunity. But either way, yes, Louis, I absolutely adore. There's that word again. Why am I saying adore? What the hell is happening? I love Cuban food, what I've had so far. And I can't wait to have more. But yeah. All right, guys, I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat something now. Thank you for sticking it out with me. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I love you guys. Thanks just for being there for me. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I hope to see some of you guys tonight playing some games. Otherwise, I will hopefully see you on Monday. Peace out, guys.